everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm hesezimcute, or as many call me, CJ. I hope y'all are doing great today. I actually am going to do a trial of something. So if you guys give me just a second to get a few things set up, we're going to try something fun. Hey Mace, hey Abdul, hey Erica, happy Monday. Hey Roro. Okay, so you guys, we're going to try something, and I'm going to try recording a video while I'm doing this live, so I can also try to help. Hey Lena, so I can try to help some of y'all in a few ways. So this way I can answer questions live, but then later I can upload a shorter video. So here in about a minute, I'm going to do my, hey Tammy, I'm going to do, I did not mace, at least not on my main farm or my baby farm that I tend to go to. I haven't checked all of my farms. So this is the one I usually get to, and I didn't get it. And if it's on one of my other baby farms, it doesn't even look like it is, then I probably won't play it. Hey Tammy, was hoping I got it to try, but I think it's quite limited on who's getting it. I'm not even putting that out, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so I'm going to do the intro for my video. I'm going to go through what I want to say in my video and what I'm going to do. Hey Heidi. And then I'll answer, as soon as I'm done recording that, I will answer live questions for y'all to go with it. So we'll see how this works. It's my first time trying it, but I really, really, really want to try. Also, hey to everybody over on Twitch. So I know I have a viewer there. And I may start trying to fit in some streams around this time so I can get some of you who my other time doesn't fit in well. So, okay. You're going to hear me redo my intro. I'm going to record the video now. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I have to find my hot button for this. Maybe not. Well, maybe I won't. I had it set up. Hey Owen, hey Shelly. Alright, to find my hot button. Baby. I did not want to make this too long. I think that's what I have to do. This may be a trial. It may not work out hopefully people will watch us. Okay, so we're going to try this. Okay. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm hesezimcute, or some of you call me CJ. Today we're going to talk about some barn space management tips and ideas and how I handle it, especially since it's the first of the month. And I know this is recorded in April and it looks like winter, but this is Heyday's version of April Fools. Normally my barn's fuller. It's at 21 out of 21, so it still will work. I've already loaded 2 of my machines with ore. Started today at like 21:36. Then I thought, hey, others may really like to know what I do to free up some barn space. So if I don't need a ton of room, I'll just go through and go over to where I know I have a lot of ore, and I will put that in. But as you can see, I'm only freeing up a few spaces at a time, and that's not going to last. Especially when I need sometimes a lot more space. And you can refill it back up and repeat the process. It works out. Not a problem. It's a quick little thing that you can do, especially if you have ore from mining for free tools. But in my part 1 of this video, the first one, I showed you guys how I freed up barn space. I actually got more than my normal amount. You guys can't see this, can you? Okay. Guys, right. Alright. Okay, so we went and saw that we got free space by going in to the barn. We got more than the upgrade. Okay, did you guys see any of that or hear it? Or you at least heard it. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think it worked. Nice. I don't know if you guys heard it. Did you guys hear or see? Did you guys hear or see? Let me know. Oh, it looks like it's frozen. The screen froze. Okay, hold on. Now will it move? Now it'll move. Okay. Try refreshing, you guys. No, it's my fault. B, I knew what I did. I tried something new. It didn't work. I'm gonna have to cut part of this out. Hey, Ed. I know what I did. It was on me. I was trying something new. Nah. My bad. I was trying to do the, like Robin does, record my video while I'm being live so I could go back and it not be wasted. But thankfully, it will only last today, Ed. I mean, they're one takes. I legit just take them make them in one take usually as a video. I was trying to make a video within a live though. It's mine too. So I do IT work. That's usually what I do, but not creating the videos. That one's new to me. So, hey Pia. Anybody else who's potentially new and hasn't subscribed, because I do have it open to non-subscribers, if you'll hit the subscribe button, that would make me thrilled. But I know most of you are. I'm going to try to start streaming a little bit earlier than I did today on Mondays, so that it's a good time for y'all. So Thursday night I'll have a new layout, but I didn't have time. But yeah, Mace, I thought it'd be nice instead of making you stay up late. And everybody else. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to piece together a live then. Into a video, hopefully. Because I know people had questions and comments on my last one. Because mining, when you need your 8 diamonds, doesn't work for everybody. They said we get a lot of ore. And you could go in and keep putting it in to here, but if you're, especially at the beginning of the month, which works out at the beginning of the month, especially when you know that, hesezimcute, you're going to have a task event coming up, because then you can leave some of the ore sitting to wait to pick up. And you're going to be able to fill it pretty full on each of your slots, because you'll easily be able to get that space back. But for me, in my last video, if you guys watched it, when I instead of increasing my storage by 50, I freed up 60 barn space by spending 8 diamonds. And depending on where you are trying to go, let's say if we're doing this in the town, and we'll do an upgrade. Let's say we're doing an upgrade here. If I had all of these, I'm only looking at spending 10 diamonds. Morning, Chris. If you are doing it for, I don't have any land expansion left here. If you're doing it for land expansion, I don't have it a lot here, but I do here. So then it's a matter of which spot do I want to open. Do I want to open this corner spot? Do I want to open this spot and kind of skip around to where there's some deco spaces left? And that's right. A lot of players do. Even those who are free to play tend to have a lot of diamonds, because they're saving them up for when we have the diamond or the offers in the shop like here. We don't have super expensive ones right now, but we do have diamond offers. But you're really looking at a little bit of mining potentially for those diamonds, maybe 2 days, and you can open up a lot of space. So if I were to do this one, that's 120 spaces I freed up. And I'm lucky because I do have land. But let's say we were going to... Which one's close? Let's see. Do I have any that are really close? I know I can open that up. That one's unlockable. Okay, let's take this one for example. I only have one space open. don't have enough for both of them. I mean, I know they are low in diamonds in some people's minds, especially for the amount of diamonds I have. But let's say I'm a free-to-play player. I don't want to spend less. So I'm going to just spend the 12 on the mallets. That's only 12. But here's the thing. Those mallets stay there because I spent the diamonds. They're not going to go towards this one here. Or, well, they won't. And I can show you why. But I was going to open up this piece of land. And you don't want to spend a ton when you get up to here. But, Joa, I've only opened up one piece of land, y'all. On the side over here, which is this one right in here with the hammock. And depending on, you can get some of the walls that are really close. I know people have been like, oh, they're, especially in land expansions, they've opened in a weird pattern. So it looks like they haven't opened, but they have open land. But, oh no, Lena, I can get it. That's okay. The whole point of this is to be able to show you that you can free up a lot of barn space for not a lot of diamonds, especially if you don't have good friends. Because not everyone playing is going to have the access a content creator does or to the same community. They're coming by and just seeing this. They're not going to have the same access potentially that I or any of you in the community do because they're just by themselves, or maybe they're in their own HUD by themselves. So I very much just want to show everybody that you can do this. So we'll go in. I'll easily get those. It'll look a little strange. Actually, let's look. What are we getting in the farm pass? Getting a bunch more deeds again. We're getting a bunch more deeds. I'll get those real fast. Deeds are my common. And if you buy the pass, which I did, it's in my storage. It's 20 of them per month, so we can do this. I'm going to go over here. I'll end up buying this one, and that'll take me 84 spots. Hey, Doris. It'll take out that space. Just free up 82. If we went with this one, it'd free up 120. So that can also help change which way you want to go. If you're lucky, there's an event going on potentially you could buy. I can buy them. But I wanted to be able to show you guys that you can free up this space and a lot of space, more than, on average, more than what you're going to get in here. Bye, Abdul. Have a good sleep. You're going to free up more space by spending the small amounts of diamonds for your barn than even upgrading one, which usually takes you a lot more. So for me, my uncommons are bolts and nails. So we can open this one here, but it sticks to this spot. If we go here, it's going to show you I have 0 mallets left. And that's because it doesn't have the green check mark. If I were to hit for the markers here, and I come back here, my markers are going to be gone. And that can influence where you would potentially want to open something or spend the diamonds to open. But in the long run, I already just took 42 spots out by spending those 12 diamonds. So it really can free up a lot of space. 42 is 8 less than having a full upgrade. I think it's well worth the diamond spending to give you guys the space, but it may not be that way for everybody. So let me give you my tag over there. I'm not sure if it's set up. Hey, Raina. Let me, here's my tag for this farm. It's just easier if I pull it up. And I do have my friend's request turned on for here. There is a limit, say that on you can have 300 Supercell ID friends, and you can have 500 friend book friends. And if you go into the in-game tab, anybody who has this, you can actually remove them from here. They go over into this tag, and they stay in just this tag. Sometimes they can be funny about showing up, but yeah, P, I'm gonna try doing 2 streams per week so that I can catch other people. Some of my those on the other kind of side of the world, so that it's a little bit easier for you guys. So I'm going to be adding a Monday stream, starting hopefully about an hour earlier than it is now, each week, or around that time, because I had to be done. Hey, Sue. I had to be done before my kids get home from school, although they are being very well behaved upstairs right now. And now I can go in and I can make the rest of what I was waiting for to do boats. Okay, so on the Supercell ID, if you have to remove and then you have to have space. You can't even have any sitting in your potential. So it's weird. It seems to be a slight glitch where you can't have any sitting up there, sync it in the pending. If you've removed a bunch, you need to clear out your pending, and then you can't accept new friends for 24 hours afterwards. Especially if you've declined somebody. If there's somebody pending and they'll let you accept, then you can, but you're only allowed 300. If you're full down here, go through, make sure, like here, like I could remove any that I have the ID friends with, and that'll free up some space. If you're removing them from your Supercell ID friends, it's a little bit longer of a process. You can go in and remove them. There's nobody in there I want to move though. And then be able to add them in. I do have, well, I have Nightbot and I have Supercell or Streamlabs bot. Either one of them are acting right now, and they are not running the same thing. Yeah, I have both. Nightbot is easier to do giveaways with. So I still have Nightbot hooked up for that. But I'm trying to switch over to Streamlabs since I am paying every month for Streamlabs so that I can do. So this visitor event is actually Tilly's special surprise. It took so earlier I got a diamond for diamond. These prices aren't worth it, y'all. They really aren't. So I traded dynamite for dynamite. I lost the dynamite. Yeah, I can throw up the tag for my farms. It's just exclamation point tags. I think it's tags. Is that or was that? Yeah. So see, they're fighting over who's putting what up. Yeah, so TV, when you give the dynamite away, especially if it's asking for dynamite, it will randomly give you either a diamond or more coins. It's not actually giving you another dynamite. That's their April Fools, along with it being winter. And mostly, my understanding is it's winter because of the winter deco still in the I already did my tickets over here, but the movie tickets. Nope. Nope. I don't know, we gotta sit through this thing. No, I don't want to. Okay, must not be over with yet. There it goes. Sorry. I thought I was still within my 90 days on this farm. And the ads are all messed up. They really don't work right for most of these. Some of them you can't touch. But we have winter deco still in some of them. And that's why they're doing back to the winter theme. It's strange. I was kind of surprised to see them doing it. But it was not bad. So, I mean, it's pretty fun. But I know we have a lot of events coming up with the trucks and the task event. And some of you guys are doing these the new beta daily farm tasks, which I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's another strange aspect. So I want you guys to be able to have farm space. And that's really important to me, is that you guys be able to figure out how to cheaply get barn space and be able to utilize it and not have to stress, especially given how much everybody is having to hold things. And if you're a lower level player, you know, it may not seem. Hey, Trey Boy. Triborde. I think I say that right. I buy only from the Supercell store, and then I claim through the Supercell ID. So I mean, I could open this, and it tells me I have one of the bundles, and because I can still use, and you could do that mask, but I'm telling you, my baby farms are so full because I use them like regular farms for so long. They're just so full. They don't even have all the machines. Because they used to be my kids' farms that I took over. So I can't really do that. Last night I started getting, I was a little worried. And they have fixed. You guys gotta admit, they have finally fixed. So you use a donated farm pass the same way. If it's donated, it goes to your Supercell ID. Not one, but donated. One, I think, if you've won one, it works a little different. But donated, you can go in. It's the same way as buying. You can go over into your settings. You see my one game. You can go over here and you can claim it. You can see what I have, and you can claim it or do what I did. You just can click on any of these, activate your farm pass, and it'll pop up. Your Supercell ID has one farm pass bundle tokens available. Use it, and you can do that. I do have a short on that. And yeah, I'm really happy I didn't get the beta ticket because it's just taking something from the Valley that, I mean, okay, yeah, we're getting free stuff, but more often than not, and I get that it is in beta, so they could very much change. Did you do it the way that I just did it down here to activate it, Lena? So the problem is, okay, so anybody who has beta, you're going to get boring during beta because if you don't give beta to everybody, then it's just going to become a thing of, well, like in December, those who got the beta farm pass got the snow pass, and we didn't get the snow pass. Nobody else did. It never came into the shop for diamonds, any of that. So they're going to start giving boring stuff so that they don't have a lot of players complaining it's not fair. Oh my gosh, anybody who got the beta, they were able to get this exclusive deco, or they were able to get the... Yeah, and worse, it was on the paid road. You did the beta and you were a free-to-play player. You got zip. Are you guys at least getting... I don't think you're even getting the... You're only getting the pass. You're not even getting... That's like this month. Unless you're paid, you're not getting the fences. They're only for free. Or they're only for the paid players. They're not for the free. Which I don't think it's fair. I mean, you guys should at least get like 5 down in the free. So, I am not a particular fan of that aspect. And it's only... It's not a lot of the fencing, in my opinion. Even for the paid room. But it's not fair. So, like, I can guarantee... I mean, it's annoying for anybody. So the boxes aren't going to give much. But on top of that, if the boxes stay that way, where they're only giving us, like, mining tools, or, you know, maybe a free diamond, what you're spending the time to do isn't going to equal anything different than weeding or doing the movie tickets. I'm not seeing the point in it other than trying to get players to do more on their farm. And they could do that by offering better events, not these additional tasks that we have to do daily. We already have the farm pass. What's going to happen for all of you players who are doing the beta, then the task event that's going to come later this month, and the farm pass. Now I understand that some people are like, well, with the double XP farm pass points, I finished the farm pass super early, and then what do I do for the rest of the month? This month, it's a Chicken Valley. So you're going to be spending time in the valley. I understand that they have to drive revenue. Every game needs revenue. But there's other ways that they can drive revenue back up and keep this fair, in my opinion. I bet Cole doesn't even still... Oh, he doesn't even still need it. Okay. Like, we went back to the 30% offers, we could completely be able to raise revenue, because I was spending so much more. Oh yeah, and Derby, which is a bunny derby. So for some players, if you didn't realize it, it's just a normal bunny derby. You have timeout periods. But I did already. I'm not worried about those two. I just like spend the diamonds if I wanted to. I've got to send boats for it anyway. I asked for my helps because it's a new month. Can't ask for as many helps. See, I spend the diamonds. I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to get better at not. Ugh. You still have 1 day and 4 hours, or 13 hours. So when the, let's see, when, yes, I'm not that worried about it. Hey, Jen. Jen's so behind. She missed my big tip. I'm giving her crap. Man, my space. I need mint. Mint ice cream. There's some mint in. Get more chocolate. Trying to save helps for the derby tomorrow. That's why you guys are seeing a bunch of dead looking trees. And I need to refill this. The problem is the Chicken Valley tends Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Bradley. The problem is, this is what drives me nuts. The Chicken Valley is the hardest valley for us to play. And they could fix it to make it better, even if they just randomize picking up. Oh my. It's already typed. Don't worry, I'm not going to chat drive. She's typing chat. Enjoy your Subway, though. They could randomize how many we get for, let's say, out of curiosity, let's see what happens when I do this one. Only 200. Yeah. Hopefully I'll bring another one that wants to try to dive in for a diamond. They could randomize if you picked up a chicken, you get this random amount of tokens. We already get random tokens. The shop and deco tend to be better for Chicken Valley, but it's so much harder to get them. Last Valley, I had plenty to spend, and I had nothing good to spend it on. Ooh, though, while y'all here, okay, so yeah, I think you won't see a Mystery Derby come until June. Now, don't quote me on that, but usually that's how it's been the last year. We're going to get a new animal, you guys, in just a second. Here's part of the reason why. Last update, or is it 2 now? Because it wasn't spring. It was either autumn or winter. We got a bunch of new tasks. And here's a problem with a bunch of those new tasks. They've added them into the Derby, and there are tasks in there that are so long. If you got one of them during a Mystery Derby, if you don't spend diamonds, you cannot complete it during the length of the Derby. Or you may get 2 done, depending on what you get. There's not boosters for those. So we either need new boosters. Yes, the Gracious Bouquet asks for diamonds, and that's another problem. So they either have to figure out coding to remove those to ensure that they're not going to come in a Mystery Derby. They either need to put in boosters for things like the asparagus crop, harvest time. Actually, we have a whole bunch that aren't on, just in case anybody was wondering. There's a bunch of the machines that don't have boosters, not just the crops. They'd have to add those in for Mystery to become something that happens more frequently. Yeah, they ask for... Hold on, I can go look. Hold on. Give me a second, I'll pull it up. I have a private list on here of all the new tasks. Just gotta find my private server. Okay. The Gracious Bouquets. Some of these are just even more... Man. So let's see. Gracious Bouquets is for 14. 14 diamonds to get through those. I mean, you're looking at 22 fancy cakes, and yeah, they don't take a long time, but that's a lot of Other things. Sprinkled donuts. They asked for 30 of them. It's a lot. If you get a 320 for asparagus, where did I put that? Oh, it's up there. I think it's like close to 400. No, it's 295 for asparagus. Sorry, 295. That takes a while. Not everybody's going to have the barns, the fields to do that. So they have to make adjustments, and until they can fix, my notes say 14. It may be 13 days, but my notes say 14 of the gracious bouquets. I mean, toffee isn't like the worst of them, but if you need like the candy bouquets, which comes in some of them, you're going to need a lot of sugar. You have to be utilizing, and it's a way to make you utilize Rose and Ernest and spend diamonds and then spend money because you're spending diamonds. But the Mystery Derby is fun until you start thinking about all the what ifs could come up in a new one. So I'm curious to see what they do. I'm hoping that maybe in a dairy news next month. So if we're talking, or May's, because usually we get for a birthday, you guys. I completed my gray walrus with this last derby. Usually we get for the mystery for the birthday, and hopefully they'll have figured out some different coding and be able to there's your meat bucket and my pretty snow flowers. We'll place it on edging. They just need to be able to tweak it, and that's why I think we're not seeing a bunch more, and it causes some people a lot of anxiety. I think once they figure out how they can potentially tweak it, then you'll be able to, because there's no prepping. If you start prepping like you would for a normal derby or even a bunny derby, or you may end up with a totally wrong task. So now I'm at Grey Wall. Oh, which means I'm back to 7 puzzles open. So I have my cheetah, my fox, my second fox. I've now opened my brown walrus, which I have no puzzle pieces on because we just opened it. If you don't want the animal, my other thing would be don't place your animal out. That way it locks it down and shrinks how many animals your puzzle pieces are going for. But I like having animals. My second meerkat's got pieces to it. I've got my blue penguin and the ostrich. They haven't figured out how to lock the newest, or they've chosen not to lock the newest added sanctuary animals for players who already have some of this, and that's fine because these are in here by how they're added. So I don't mind having one of my walruses before I have all of like my reindeers completed. just wish they would fix, like, even just only 2 of them. Like, maybe one of the tundra and one of the savanna areas. You're fine, Chris. And Jen, it's so crazy with knowing that you have some anxiety that you actually love it. I am take it or leave it. I wish they would fix some things for it, and then I would love it. But I don't. I get a little bit of that, oh, I'm going to get like goat milk or something. And I'm like, oh, that's going to take so long. And I don't want to. But I don't necessarily mind. I just wish we'd have some better things in place for it. Alright, let's spend some of these and we'll open up that last spot. These are a better deal, so we're going to go with those. That's for coins, so that's a new. I will sell the one dynamite for one. I have one of these up here. So you guys will see the weird spots, but as you can tell, wherever you use it's for the town as well, even in the town buildings, or burner silo too. If you spend diamonds like I did on that one item to open up the Chill Bunny Derby. Jen, I will totally believe it if you can say the Chill Bunny Derby. Because the Chill Derby only has 2 time changes, like 2 parts to it. The Chill Bunny Derby has 3. We have 3 things for a Chill Bunny. So if you guys didn't notice, if you're a hood that takes time off while you're in the timeout, so nobody's taking tasks and playing, because let's say you have a small hood while you're waiting in buddy timeout, your tasks don't change because nobody's active. They have a longer time period of which they stay. Once you become active again, it resets the clock of when your time changes. So it can get later and later and later every derby because somebody wasn't active. Now, for a hood like I'm in, it's international, and we have players playing in enough time zones that somebody is usually taking a task. And we have enough people playing that we don't need everybody to complete all of their tasks to get all of our thresholds. That then you really only have 2 time changes still. But in a regular Chill Derby, you only have 2 time changes. Time your task amount changes, and the tasks themselves reset. In a Chill Bunny, you have to worry about the bunny time, and then when your task resets, will become later and later if you're not active because you're waiting to catch that bunny. That's what I find stressful about it. But I don't mind the chill all the time. This last chill was kind of a crapshoot. And I think it's partly because we had the boat event going on. So we didn't have as many, like, we didn't have as many boats. There's Denmark and Norway as well, Mace. There's quite a few. We've got enough in there that it does. Oh yeah, and Asia. I forgot about that mess. Or John. We have so much that going on that they want to have to get completed. It really can stress. I think we would get more with I didn't mind it. Like, the soybeans was a nice task. I was able to get 2 to 2.5 done. But that's really nice of you. You know that there's a website that you could use to find out the bunny time, right? I did not get that many puzzle pieces, but I also didn't spend the diamonds to so one of the forum, I don't know what you want to call it. They oh no, you're fine, Shelly. Have a good, wonderful. Hopefully the storms don't get too bad. They've been here. We're in an in between right now. So I use that website to know when the bunny really comes, if anybody is like, yeah, I know it's springtime, and here in Illinois, it's like, wait an hour and it may change. Legitimately, you guys, it's gonna, yesterday hit over 80 degrees. Today's high is 80. Tomorrow's high is only 47. I'm like, cold, just a little. And it's going to get down below freezing again overnight. Absolutely horrible. Not tonight, but tomorrow night. It's supposed to be at or below freezing. So it is absolutely crazy. Alright, we got our ones. So if you look, now I have enough here, but I don't have enough of the mallets because I spent the 12 diamonds earlier. Oh yeah, Shelly, it really is. So I got enough markers here. Not a problem. I mean, I only needed a few. So, but as you can see, the mallet stayed to where I spent the diamonds. Same goes for any of the expansion materials. So now when we hit open, I already freed up, because you don't see the numbers where the mallets are, I already freed up that 42 spots. I'm going to free up another 84 by opening that piece of land. So my next piece, I'll of course work towards this one. But I have freed up all that space at the beginning of the month, which I think is really helpful right now, especially if you do buy the farm pass. It really, really, hey, for now, it'll really help you because you lose that 50 spots in the farm pass. So if I get, which if you're working on it today, by the way, you'll get up to, if you paid the diamonds. Hey, Katina. If you paid the diamonds for the extra one. So if you do all of them to get to 600, which we are having the farm pass points twice this week. So if you don't get them done today, you can do them on Friday. They will be there on Friday like they normally have been. So if you get to here, you're going to get the 50 of the... It'll take you to the end of the week to open up that 50 barn space. And hey T, so that 50 slots though are huge. A lot of us utilize them when you're using part of this paid extended new farm pass. And I know I do. So I want to make sure you guys know, like, instead of having to necessarily sell a bunch of that stuff down, if you're close enough, you open up more slots by spending those anywhere from 8 to 12 diamonds, or unless you're generous and you buy and you don't mind spending a little bit more because you need like 2 instead of just 1, you'll be able to do that. And like I showed in my video with using on the tapes, if you go in and look, like I have 15 tapes already. I have 3 markers left. I did it to the screws. I already have 12 screws and I'm not even done. So that space, if Jen does it, it's what, 100, I think 180 something slots that she's opening up in her barn. That's 3 times the amount of space she's going to get from upgrading. So I always want to make sure that, and that's, granted, that's for the barn or silo area. If she's opening land, which she doesn't have that problem, you're going to be less. If you're doing in the town, of course, it's going to be less depending on your level. But you're going to be opening a ton of barn space, more, almost as much, if not more, doing this. And in reality, you're looking at no more than 2 days to potentially mine or to the diamonds for. And sometimes if you get them and you go over, I did it with a screw. I will not lie. I actually sold the screw to a hoodie. I posted in the back of my stand, and I told my hood, I was like, hey, screw on the back of my stand. I'd rather have spent the 8 diamonds to open up that barn space than keep the screw. And I had one sitting up here to collect. The only hard part is, because those are my common, and it's your choice. If I don't get my bolts or my nails in time, and I have another 50 or 60, you may want to try selling off some of your commons. Oh yeah, the first of the month throws everybody off. Because you lose, but the good part is a lot of that is easy the barn space is hard, and they have changed this. I've noticed they've made it harder to get to that second, but in all fairness, like, whether it's them testing it out to see how many people spend the diamonds, or which is what I think they're doing. I know it looks generous, but let's be perfectly honest here. They are counting on you wanting to do the farm pass in as much time as possible. So even if you're just doing the first road, if you spend 30 diamonds today, you can complete the entire farm pass for the month on day 1, depending on your task. Woohoo! You're done. Especially knowing what we have coming up. We have we have the truck event. So you're going to want to ask for extra truck help, potentially. We know we're going to have a task road event this month. We know we're going to have something called Happy Farming event for where you farm for extra coin, which is they need to adjust their coins. Based on the video, it isn't even as good as when they do like Potato Day and they ask for 2 times the coin. I was like, oh. There's a few people in the hood that have wanted that. I don't know if a global truck hood will happen in the if you're not in Gizmo Spike's Discord, y'all should go to her channel. Actually, I think I can pull her invite. She has really good offerings for those global events. This one is only going to be good for 7 days. Her permanent one is, I think, discord.gg/gizmospike. If I remember correctly. This one's a temporary one if you guys want to join. She offers the event hoods. I don't tend to always play them. I'm not a big trucker. I like my boats better, so I won't be joining. But this offering is they want you to do that, and it's going to help them with money. You guys are giving them a lot of feedback of things, but I do wish they kind of would change some of the stuff up. I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing maybe I should do that on my baby farm. Like the actual baby farm that I'm trying to create. My level 22. And it looks like I'm only going to get one offer for the diamond. Thought potentially maybe we do more. And that truck event's going to last 4 days. But Jen tends to have those global hoods. So you guys could join her Discord there. And she may possibly have a one. If not, maybe we'll do one within the hood. See, we've tried that before. We've done it with boats. We have not done it with trucks. But we have done it with boats before. It was, hey Tanya. So, Actually, this was going to be a second stream time for me, Tanya. I'm actually going to be ending here soon. I was really hoping to record a video within this, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about the video I had done about opening up barn space, especially because it being able to answer anybody's questions. It was a surprise. My kids are off school. I didn't know how they were going to behave. I wasn't going to start till next week. I was going to announce on Thursday that I was going to start a second with my new overlay. But you'll be able to see my new overlay on Thursday. And you guys get to know early. I thought I would go and I was trying to do a video within a live. And I'll be able to piece together part of this to be able to do that. But I know that so many of you that have subscribed and supported me, and I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I'm so close to getting that 500, which means something. Tanya, it was an experiment. I wasn't even going to stream this long at first. But I didn't even think about April Fools. You guys, if you know me, I don't participate in the April Fools joke things. They're just not my kind of style. I'm not a good liar. I'm not a good fibber, whatever you want to call it. It gives me so much anxiety. So much. And I'm just not good at it. So I don't participate. I'd rather instead have come on. I was going to experiment, see who jump on. If anybody had questions, because people did leave comments last time when I talked about opening up barn space. Look how much barn space, y'all, we opened up during the stream. Now, granted, I'm going to go spend a whole bunch of monies and fill more space up, but man, I've got over 100 spaces in what we've done, and I am excited for that. So the trick does really help. If you're willing to spend those little bit of diamonds. And I think it's worth it. The hardest part is making sure you understand that it only stayed with the land or the building. Like, it only stays. If we go over what uses one of the town uses, is it the diner to do something there anyway. So my screws here, like, I only get to keep 7. You're fighting Jet. I completely understand. So I don't know the full history of April Fools and why people find it so funny to pull jokes on this day. But I'm not into it. So you don't have to worry about me. I guess of course, I guess I was gonna say fooled thing I did was I did do a live stream instead of just a video. But I did one, especially those who are in different time zones, can't always make it to my other live stream, to be able to have a time where they can join in and ask questions, not just leave comments and be live. Oh no, I'm so glad Sam is not here to see that. He would take off with that. He is a jokester. He would have a field day with that one. You guys can see those. Like, I spent them. We know that I've spent my 61, quote unquote, 61 screws when we looked at my silo. But you can see I've already earned 12 more, so I could upgrade my diner here if I wanted to, because I have enough of the materials. So it stays there in Heyday Lost World. My theory is those go to wherever the missing Derby Deco is. That makes sense. That's where it goes. And it's just going to stay there until I'm ready to use it. And it really is throwing me to see the snow back out. But I'm glad I have my original trees mixed in. All my pretty, pretty trees. And I know a lot of people have asked, hoping that we'd get, like, this deco. I actually am hoping we get this one in the shop. Not the diamond shop. Preferably coins. Even though they escalate very much. A sandwich, because of how it's the pronunciation of sandwich. Most people call it sandwich. They miss the harder D. No flamingo yet. Nope, not yet. I thought potentially they would throw it out for April Fools, and then I realized, ooh, they're not going to do that. And I've already gone to Greg's. If you haven't gone to Greg's, there is a gift box right here. Like we get at Christmas. I'll show you on this farm. Pretty. I know it's misleading to only have one, but it's only one because it's April Fool's and it's just one day. Open up, and it's a cannon decoration. In case you haven't gotten that. So they are at least repay. I don't know if you want to call them repay for the April Fools. Yeah, it's definitely a lot like Christmas. Not Christmas in July. This would actually be kind of funny if they did it in July with people who do the Christmas in July. But we do have the June birthday just for today. You guys have to collect it today. It will be gone. You know what, Miss? He's working, I think, so I don't even know if he's realized it. And I haven't actually been on much to find out. But definitely collect this today. The gift on Greg's. And then this isn't, to me, money-wise, any good. But if you get the 1 TNT for 1 TNT, it does give you a diamond. So far, that's the only one I've got. The coins don't. We got a shovel, one shovel for 200. It is more. It is double. But I still don't think it's worth selling off. Unless you've got. If it's actually a really good day if you have that as one of your farm pass tasks goals to sell off for it. So thanks, Pia, for being able to come. Actually, should probably end, and my kids' movie is probably going to be over here soon. I bribed them with a movie. Is there anybody who has any questions about, like, why I do or how spending the small amount of diamonds will work. And don't forget about these. I'm going to refill up. I'm going to wait till probably tomorrow. I don't have much left to get. If you have extra, I did. I showed him it was the Canon. I don't know if I was supposed to or not, but I redeemed one of them. These are, I actually have some of these. They're 3 stars, by the way. Oh, wait, wrong button. They're 3 stars. I got them right here. And McQueen was a 4-star, I believe, because it's not right here. The Tom was only a 1-star, but they're good placeholders for when we get a booster event if you're not going to use them. So don't. Oh, Pia, feel better. Greg has a cannon for each of you, which is great if you don't like using diamond nets, because that's the only way you get it. Or last summer they did offer it in the diamond shop. But okay, you guys, I will see you Thursday. Some of you on Thursday night. My other time zone people, I will be back here next Monday. About 2. I will start around 1:30 Eastern, hopefully no later than 2 p.m. Eastern time. I will see you guys, some of you tonight in Ricky's farm. Our stream is long as my power holds out with the storms that are coming through. Hopefully my little tip on making burn space will help any of you who are very hemorrhaging. And enjoy your extra double farm pass event today. So glad so many of you guys could tune in and like and watch and support me today. I appreciate it. So I will see you guys later. Happy farming. Much love. Bye, y'all.